feelings. I don't know, man. It's just another day in the office of Fresh and Fit, man. Like confrontation.
But you're bringing
happens.
girls into this environment, like you are. You're there facilitating your content and your viewership. You should at least make sure that they feel safe. And in that moment, I didn't. And instead of being like, "Hey, sorry,"
I can see a context where that could be true, right? Because of the masculine energy. Now, depending on what kind of guy you are, because obviously we have a lot of men, they're in their feminine in this time and age. We're going to talk about that as well. And these are sizable books. They're minimum 200 pages. You can download them absolutely for free by simply going to, for example, this one, you just go to getmymarriageback.com, smartrealestateWholesaling.com, realestatemoneysecrets.com. So yes, I am a 3 times author, and those books are out there for your consumption, and they are also available everywhere on Amazon, anywhere that you pick up books. So in case you prefer a physical book like that, we're gonna have a good time in talking about this today. Speaking of feelings, right? Let me play this clip really quickly because I don't think human beings care about anything else outside of their feelings. That's every one of us. You know, that's every single one of us. Even when we're making this argument, what I find is that a lot of people are speaking out of their own feelings, and they just camouflage it with something else later, right? I want to play these 4 clips of Fresh and Fit actually today, right? This I think they released this podcast yesterday. I'm not sure, but it wasn't from them. They were a guest on the platform, and I want to play this. I want you to listen carefully to what I am talking about, and we'll see how it played out, right? So let's get to that.
I really couldn't breathe. That you saw me. I was gasping for air, and I was super emotional because there's a huge fucking dude who's throwing fists at this girl, and she's also going crazy. People are restraining her. We're in a very small.
So just to set the stage really quickly, they're talking about they're talking about the event that went down on their platform with Tommy Sotomayor and this young lady called Chay Means, right? So they're not this white girl was apparently in the room, and she's narrating what happened, right, from our own lens.
Environment, and I freaked out, and you were very sweet to me, and you came and you calmed me down. And listen, I had respect for you the whole night, but when you came over and made fun of me, I was like, bro, where is your empathy? You were like, your life was never in danger. It didn't matter. I felt scared, and you could not give a fuck. You were like, I'm gonna make fun of you tomorrow for that.
Who you talking about, Myron?
Yeah.
So you're saying Fresh was nice and Myron?
He was like,
so it's not even nice.
All right, so just in case you don't know who Fresh and Myron is, let me just make sure I show their picture up here so we can see them clearly. So this guy's right here, Fresh and Fit, the one with the CEO on this chest is Fresh. Myron is the one, the light-skinned one. So just make sure we have a proper setup there.
It's the good cop, bad cop.
So she said Fresh was sweet, but Myron was being an asshole. Okay.
Myron, what would you like to say about this? I know you're a very opinionated dude, and then we're gonna turn it over to Jenny for her opinion on this too.
Well, I guess fuck your feelings. I don't know, man.
I'm not sure you guys heard that. He said, well, I guess fuck your feelings. All right, so we're talking about feelings. That's why I brought this up, right? So let's keep going here.
It's just another day.
All right, let me play the other one. 1 second here. I got 4 clips of this that I'm gonna play for you,
dude, and then we're gonna turn it over to Jenny for her opinion on this too.
Well, I guess fuck your feelings. I don't know, man. It's just another day in the office of Fresh and Fit, man. Like confrontation.
But you're bringing
happens.
girls into this environment, like you are. You're there facilitating your content and your viewership. You should at least make sure that they feel safe. And in that moment, I didn't. And instead of being like, "Hey, sorry, are you okay?"
Let me just frame.
So I would, Kenneth, you still there with me, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Now I would argue that he was speaking off of his feelings, even when he said that. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I would agree with that.
All right, good. So I know you kind of agree with me too fast, but you know, but he's But he's saying that fuck your feelings. It didn't matter. Now, I'm going to play the two other clips here. And I want us to dissect it. Because again, we're talking about feelings, right? We're talking about marriage being built on feelings these days. And when people start to feel disconnected, they run to the courthouse. That's what a lot of young men are saying. That's why they're running for the hills. Especially when they see news like the Sam Hunt's news. Less than 5 years of marriage. She's pregnant. 2 months away from having a baby, and she's checking out and asking this dude for alimony and asking for child support and asking that she retains primary custody, right? I don't know what happened internally there. That's my take. I don't know what happened internally. That will be based off what you just said, right? We don't know what happened because everything she said in that lawsuit is kind of vague, cruel, inhuman treatment. All those things are vague. We don't know exactly what happened, and all the reasons that people put in divorce papers tend to be very vague in nature, like that, right? Things like the worst of them is irreconcilable differences, right? And but
Yeah.
I'll bring mine in later on what I think and what I know, not just what I think. What I know happens most of the time, right? But let me play the third and the fourth clip here, right?
Just don't watch the content, which he's right. And then she struck him first, and then that's what led to all that other stuff. She hit him first, and obviously I'm glad I was able to get in there and break it up, and it was under control, which is why.
Did he
to
swing
me, I look
back
at it like
her?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
So
Yeah, what's the stance
So
on
hold
that?
on.
Like, a chick swings at a dude, disrespect.
So-
But a guy shouldn't hit back. What's the rule on that?
So we do it live, right? So things are fast paced.
All right,
You're
let
in
me
the moment.
play the fourth one, and then we'll talk about it, right? Oh, let's see here.
I'm
So
doing like
before I play this last one, right? His theory is this: since everything is under control, fuck your feelings, right? That's the theory. I'm using the same tone, right? That's the tone right there, right? So
consoling all that stuff.
Yes.
So we have our part to play.
yeah, I mean, it was under control, man. Like,
Yeah.
it was 100% under control. Like, I was able to get in there, stop it. Like, it was 100% under control, which is why I didn't feel empathy, because I'm like, bro, it's under control. Like, it is what it is. I
Which
mean,
how
you
it
can
works.
feel. The reality
You're
is
gonna be
like
a really good dad.
the reality is this: it was safe.
Yeah.
How you feel is really irrelevant because you were safe. Like, if you didn't feel that way, I'm sorry you might have felt that way. But
That's all.
it was,
That's
but
it.
it's-
That's literally
but-
it. It's saying, hey, I'm sorry that you felt this way. That's it.
Okay,
Jenny,
but it was
Jenny-
a safe environment. I can't control how you feel. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna
You can't
cry and
control it, but you-
hyperventilate and stuff, like, that's on you. That's not on me. Like, it
I'm
was
not
under
blaming
control.
you for how I feel. I'm
It
just
was,
asking you to
it
be
was under control.
empathetic.
It was under control.
Well, I will say this. You have a lot.
all right, let me get your thoughts there, man. What are your thoughts?
Okay. First of all, they were all, reacting based on feelings. Like I said before, feelings is natural. Every human being feels and reacts on feelings. But if you notice, even from the last clip you played, when they were talking, and this is I'll use generalities. When they were talking, and generally this is always the case. If you notice, the ladies, they were talking about how safe or unsafe they felt.
They felt, yes.
Understand? Yeah, they felt. Now, not minding whatever is happening around them. It's just about how they felt. But the other guys, they felt too. But if you notice, they were trying to, maintain to protect the last clip. He was talking about keeping her safe, even though she did not feel that it was okay.
Right.
And this is generally how it happens, because when you talk about the woman, it's all about herself. I don't feel safe, I don't feel right. What you're saying makes me feel, but in the man's case, he feels, but he generally feels outwardly. He feels in an empathetic manner towards the outside world, and that is why men generally, their feelings make them to go out and save somebody. It doesn't necessarily need to be a relation or their girlfriend or their child. They just go out and save. They see a child in a burning building and they want to jump and save. But if it's the woman, she might feel, oh, this child is going to die or something, but she would first of all think about, can I jump this? Will I feel safe? Will I? So that's the difference.
So you're saying the woman,
one
you're saying
feeling,
the woman is more selfish?
yeah, a woman is more selfish. You know, it's all about her feelings, her. But the man feels, but is more selfless. So his feeling is more selfless, sometimes even to a fault. Nevertheless, they both feel, but in different ways.
Okay, all right. I would disagree slightly there. I think we're all selfish. I think we don't give a shit about anything else outside of our feelings. Now, I would say that the overt and the covert thing, which you just alluded to, is real in terms of expression, right? In terms of expression. Now, I would also tell you that the feminine energy don't give a shit about you. It just is, right? The masculine energy is obsessed with bringing structure, safety, and security into the context, right? That's something that I don't want to make case for it. I want us to look at examples, and I always want us to focus on results, and then we'll reverse engineer it, right? If women are just selfish, right, and we are just selfless, right? I can see a context where that could be true, right? Because of the masculine energy. Now, depending on what kind of guy you are, because obviously we have a lot of men, they're in their feminine in this time and age. We're going to talk about that as well.